Okay, so we have been talking about the GitHub, the Linux operating system and the GitHub. So if you look at it, you will see that I mean GitHub is it provides a uniform uh, like command line interface, which is called CLI. If you look at online, and if you look at different discussions that takes place online, you will often see that word CLI whenever we talk about cloud, whenever we talk about GitHub. So the CLI stands for command line interface, and GitHub, I mean, by itself is a tool for repository management. What does that mean? It means that you are a developer. For example, we are developers, right? I mean, then what we do every day, we write the code and then we share the code across the team or across the teams, across globally, basically. So that's why it is a web-based tool. So you have a website, github.com, and then you can configure your organization, implement your security infrastructure. We're not going into that detail, but just letting, I mean, just keep it, just saying, I mean, if you go to the GitHub and create an organization, that way you will be able to cover, I mean, you will be able to share your code across the I mean, in the global space across the teams. Now GitHub is not only usable for the code management or repository management. It has a lot wider scope than the code management or repository management. So what are those wider scopes? So GitHub is known to do continuous build process. I mean, it provides the support for the continuous build. What does that mean? It means that whenever you develop your software as a part of an enterprise, what happens as a part of a company? Suppose you are a developer, software developer, then what happens there is that you work on certain features, and then each feature needs some coding, right? You have, let's say, you have a baseline code for a project and you were asked to add some new features. Let's say you have to add two pages, two different web pages, two different tabs on the same web page. That may be a simple example. So associated with those tabs, there may be web development assignments. There may be some services that you want to configure. There may be some backend processes like database oriented processes that you might want to develop. So what does GitHub do for that in that effort? So you develop the code, you use some integrated development environment like IDE. Maybe you are using VS Code, maybe you are using Eclipse. That's a well-known tool for doing the Java development, or you can use the some Python IDEs like PyCharm. Uh, I mean, there are a lot. I mean, let's not talk about IDEs, but what it does that you create some code, then you commit. You just like we did during the last week, the GitHub assignment. We create some code, create some project, repositories in the GitHub. Then we keep on changing those. I mean, branching out, branching in, and then we keep committing the code, keep pushing the code. The purpose there is basically keeping the repository up to date with the recent changes. Now, when I was talking about the development efforts as a part of the development, like as a part of an enterprise, when we do software development, we often work from one enhancement to another enhancement during our, I mean, project life cycle. So for each enhancement, for each, I mean, well-defined tasks, or the stories they call it, well-defined tasks, let us say, we create a set of code, and then we push it to the GitHub, and then GitHub platform is so powerful that it provides you the tool to build your software package. So that's the beauty of GitHub, that it is capable, it has the supports to build your code as soon as you commit. So you have to configure, you have to add a lot of plugins, you have to add a lot of operational technical layers to the GitHub repository. So that people do as a part of the development operation process or DevOps process. But basically, as you integrate your code, that keeps on building automatically. So when we do the software development, there are two goals. One is automation, another is digitization. So digitization is accomplished by writing the code for each of the enhancement, and automation is accomplished by automating the steps. One of the most important steps for software development is the building the software. So you have to take it out of your door and deliver it to your client so that they can use it. So that is done, that infrastructure is there on GitHub. And then the another amazing part of GitHub is that you can do it, you can basically plug it in with the leading cloud providers such as AWS cloud. If you use Google Cloud, if you use Azure, that's a Microsoft product. So whatever cloud you use, GitHub has a plugin for that. So basically you push your code to GitHub, then it builds the packages, whatever deliverables are, and those deliverables are basically deployed to your infrastructure that you built on the cloud system. So it is that way, it is extremely powerful. So but then why I'm talking about this in the context of Linux, because the GitHub, the tool as a tool, GitHub, that is built on, the most essential command line interface for GitHub is called the Git Bash. What it does basically, it provides you with lot of functionalities like the bash shell. It basically uses the program, the Linux program for the bash shell because of its flexible interface, because of its usability. So and it ships that bash shell to different platforms, like in the MacBook. If you have Windows, if you have Linux, of course, that's so obvious. But if you have Windows, for example, right now I'm on Windows, I'm going to show you how GitHub is providing me with the bash shell. So all you have to do, you have to do download for the Windows, and then you get your 64-bit system, for example. That is my operating system. Now I am downloading this one. So once it is downloaded, it's still being downloaded. So I double clicked, so something will show up pretty soon. So it is circling around. Yeah. Now it is coming up. So you will find here. So you see Git 2.4, the latest version show setup, and you can see that general GNU general public license. So it is a open source software. It supports GNU basic GNU license. So you do install, and you are basically installing the GitHub. So first it will remove the uh, existing version and it will replace it with the newer version. So it is happening not on Linux, it is happening on your Windows system itself. So I'm going to show you how the bash shell is popular and which is a part of the Linux. So GitHub is also also bringing you the bash shell under different platforms. So as you were installing it, it goes on. Let's wait, until all the files are extracted. So the installation goes on, and you will see that a lot of features will be there. So it's doing the post installation stuff and then finish. So once you are done, then if you go to, let's say, if you go to your Windows and then just start typing Git, so you will see here Git Bash. You know, the Bash shell is popular for Linux, but I mean, even on my Windows system, GitHub creates a localized system, the CLI command line interface, which is supported by the bash script. Basically, it creates a bash interface for the Linux as well. So if you open it, you will see a simple screen just like you saw it on your Mint, I mean Linux Mint platform on the VirtualBox. But here you don't need any VirtualBox at all. The GitHub itself gives you a bash shell for any operating system that you are working on. And this bash is nothing but the bash for the that you get as a part of your Linux operating system. So if you can apply all of your I mean all of your commands for the Linux, like for example, ls, you can do like copy, move, whatever it is, you can do with that chmod. Let us say if I do, I mean it is missing the operand, but you can see that it's a Linux system basically, but it is packaging. The GitHub is shipping you a very micro edition of the Linux operating system, and they call it a bash shell, I mean, sorry, Git bash. And even on the Windows platform, you have the capability to do everything like whatever we do on Linux. So that's why, I mean, let's connect back to our original discussion, that is the power of the Linux. So you will see that, I mean, Linux is so widely used today. The GitHub, uh, I mean, GitHub, the cloud, everything is connected. All these platforms are connected, super connected platforms. And whenever you do the software development, the operational processes, I mean Linux basically constitutes the baseline of your operational processes, which is done under an environment. This environment is basically a bash, I mean Linux type of environment. Does it mean that you don't have any other option? The answer is no. I mean, you have other options. Yes, you can have some window like, I mean, the visual tool for supporting the GitHub, I mean, supporting the GitHub maintenance, like committing code, pushing code. But I mean, those functionalities are really uh, limited. I mean, you will not expect all the functionality that we have this command line, because command line has certain flexibility. You won't have that flexibility using your I mean window based like GitHub tools. For example, I mean let's see, let's explore a little bit since we are discussing about it. um, so you have Git, let's say Git Windows GUI. If you have the GUI platform, there are different GUIs, you will say. There are like you have the GitHub desktop. This is one of the most famous one provided by the GitHub themselves. I mean, whenever you do some software installation, don't go for any other vendor. Try to use it from the original provider, which is the github.com. I mean that GitHub is the original provider. You can download the Windows, I mean GitHub desktop as well, and there you will see some interface like this one. So it will be like a GUI, but you will have functionalities to support the basic operations like committing, like pushing the code. But you know, I mean those operations are very like they will be like very custom made. But if you want to have enjoy the flexibility of working with the command line, you have to use the CLI command line interface for this program, and this is basically Linux. So that's why the Linux is so much important today. And so let's start reviewing the topic. So if you have any question, by the way, don't hesitate to ask. I mean, we have been talking, but I would always encourage you to review, I mean, to ask me the questions. For example, I mean, like from your own experience, uh, have anybody has anybody in this class used GitHub? I mean, other than what we have done yesterday, from your background, from your work perspective, anyone of you, do you use GitHub at all?
This is the first time I even seen GitHub when I got to the school. Never
Oh,
used it.
okay, okay, that's good. I mean, uh, uh, basically, yeah, I mean, most of us got the exposure to the GitHubs through um, our own projects in the schools. Uh, but as I mean, gradually, whenever you will be more absorbed in the development work environment, the software development environments, you will be experiencing the influence of the tools like that. There are many, there are many version control tools um, in the market. For example, there is one version control tool called Subversion, which was like, I mean, which was popular in the past generation of the software developers. I mean, it was popular during 2000, mid 2000, like 2006, 2005 until 2015. I mean, 10 years it was very popular. Till today, many people uses that. Many people use that, and it is also popular today as well. Because every organization has their own share of the legacy code, which is what most powerful, by the way. They conduct their business using the legacy code. Their products are designed there, so that's not something that they throw away. So Subversion is still very popular, but then with the advent of the cloud technology, that that tool, that Subversion, I mean, the legacy version control tools are phasing out. Now people are more leaning towards the new tools. There are two leading tools based on the concept of Git, that is the GitHub and GitLab. So they are basically the same, but different flavors of the same tool. Anyways, let's move towards a little bit revision of whatever we have done, we have learned in the Linux system discussion. So if you look at the Linux system, Linux operating system, it is a layered operating system that we discussed. The bottom, I mean, it's if you look it from the bottom up approach, you will see that at the bottom you have the hardware. That is the place where all the operations takes place, right? I mean, you issue a command, and ultimately it's the hardware that does everything. I mean, all the memory transportation, all the signal processing, those are the hardware part. And then on the top of that, you have the kernel system, that is the Linux operating system. Again, when we discuss about the operating system, I'm speaking the same thing over and over again, so that we just remember it like the permanent memory, that basically operating system has two modes. There are two modes for the operating system: user mode and kernel mode. So let me ask you a question. When you are interacting with the Mint and issue a command, let us say ls minus l, which mode do you think you are using in the beginning? Are you using user mode or kernel mode?
User mode.
Of course, because you are interacting the system as an user. But then the system, the operating system, so is there any involvement in the kernel mode? The answer is yes. So what happens after you type ls? I mean, can you just tell it vaguely, some very high level basis? you issue a command ls and you will get a file, I mean list of the files. But what are the things that happened in between that you get all the things, all the files listed on your screen? So what happens to your ls command? How it goes to the hardware? Any explanation, any kind of prediction?
Part of it's used to the kernel, and the kernel goes talks to the hardware.
Right, of course. Yeah, that's a very good answer. So it goes through the kernel mode and it talks to the hardware. So basically, when we have the user mode, you have ls, but then what you do there, your program, ls program, it is a program in Linux. It is written in C language. So ls basically, based on whatever argument you give, ls gives I mean, initiates a systems call. The systems calls are done on the kernel. Basically, the user program makes a system calls, and that system call is basically submitted to the kernel. Now kernel accepts that system calls. It then it sees that, well, that there is a ls command. So what is my CPU budget? Can I support the CPU? So basically it does all the CPU management. Similarly, it does the memory management, the paging, segmentation, everything. So at the end of the day, it processes the systems call and pass the signal by, we discussed like the buses, the electronic buses, to different segments wherever the file system is stored at, and then the hardware basically gives back the bits of the answer, and then the system calls gives you the results, and then the user, you means the user program, and the user program then gets back the response from the kernel and displays your results. So that's the life cycle of a command in Linux operating system. So you have this one, this is the kernel mode. That's where the main operating system is lying. And then you have the standard libraries. I mean, those are basically the systems libraries. For example, open, close, read, write, fork. You cannot use those libraries by yourself. You cannot just say, I mean, you cannot simply as a user, you cannot, you can use inside your program, of course, but basically these standard libraries support the user libraries. I mean, that standard utility programs, that is the shell, editors, compilers, all those things. And finally, in the top tier is the users layer. So where we have the keyboard and issue the necessary commands. So that's the hierarchy of the Linux operating system. So basically, when you try to understand, if you are asked in an interview, for example, that describe Linux operating system, that diagram will be your answer. You can start telling that if we look at the bottom up view of the operating system, you have hardware, then you have kernel, then you have the user programs. And user program even has two different layers. I mean, one is the standard libraries, another is the utility programs that we can use, like shell editors, all those things. And then finally you have the keyboard, that is the user, that's us. So that's pretty much, but you can see here the user mode, I mean that kernel mode and user mode from the picture. User mode is not a, I mean your keyboard, I mean you are not part of the user mode because you are giving the command to the system, and then the system processes your command and gets you the results, necessary results. So that's basically the layers of the Linux operating system. So we will continue the discussions throughout this class. We will just choose, pick and choose selected slides. I mean, both those are very intense, those are important for us to remember. And also next hour we will be doing one of the hands-on exercises for this particular week. Let's take a look at that so that we get prepared, get ourselves prepared for that. So we will be working on the package management in Linux Mint. So we will be using these commands and we will see. I mean, this is very important from Linux command line perspective. So stay tuned with for that. And I will of course need one of you to share your screen and do these exercises. We will walk through this process. Again, this is a collaborative approach. So we will learn from each other's effort. So let's look forward to the next hour, and let's give a quick break and come back around 7 p.m. Yet we were talking about the hands-on. So is there any volunteer who could share their screen and let us move on with the hands-on?
Oh, yeah, sure, Mike.
Sure, go ahead. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, you are super ready because your terminal is there. So let's do like what we are trying to do here. Let us talk about that first. I mean, our objective is package management in Linux. What is package? Basically, I mean, if you want to use certain tools in Linux, for example, in the past we were trying to do some tree command. You remember, if you remember correctly, the tree command, when we were doing the tree command, we had some issues that it was not there. So then we had to install that particular tree command. So that is kind of the package management kind of tools. So the objective, this lab is used here so that we know how do we do the package management in the Linux Mint, and how do we install, update, and remove different software tools, software packages, and we will be using the command line mostly. So let's see. I mean, there are three things that you require. I mean, I see that everything is there on your desktop. Hopefully everybody has these three features. I mean, you have the Linux Mint, of course, you should have. You were submitting the assignment, so you have it. Then you have the terminal or command line interface. Then you have internet access. I think this is true for everyone.
Can I have
And
ask a question before we start?
yeah, go ahead, please.
I was reading this like yesterday, and when it
Yes.
talks about the package name and stuff like that, how do we know which package names to use when we, or at least for us beginners, how do we know which packages they have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
check for or to install if we don't know what kind of packages they have?
Right. Right. It's a very good question. So basically, suppose you were given a hardware, nothing on it. Then you have some kind of disk, the DVD or some kind of disk, some system to install the Linux. I mean, to install the basic operating system. So you have the kernel installed. Then what happens? I mean, once you install those, then you need to go to the Linux websites wherever you whatever thing you have used. I mean, like Mint, for example. So Linux Mint. So if you do there, so you have the repository. So you can see the Linux. I mean, I'm just doing it. I'm just browsing through it. So you can see that, I mean, Victoria, I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, we used something different, I think. Which repository did we use for the Linux Mint? Uh, Whatever. I mean, let's go through that, and you will see that these are different programs. I mean, you see here the Cinnamon core. Then you have all the different, I mean, background, different backgrounds, whatever background you are going to use, different backgrounds are there. You have theme, let's say you have codecs. So these codecs are for your video audio systems. You have a lot of other stuff as well. So basically, the main the key to the packages is that you have to go to your provider website, Linux Mint in our case, let us say, and there you will find a description of different available packages, and that way you will know that these are the packages I will need to install. But you know, most of the packages, they are installed with the basic installation that you did. For example, Firefox, here you can see you do all the Firefox installation as a part of your basic Mint installation. So maybe you don't need to reinstall it. But then time to time, so your system is connected to the um, your system is connected to internet, to the network. You know what happens there, uh, time to time the Linux, they have some software update life cycle. Here, I mean, it's a very good question. That's why, I mean, I appreciate this question because it gives us opportunity to review many things. Like when you use your Windows operating system, for example, you see that you have some Windows updates regularly. I mean, you don't know when it happens, but all on a sudden you will see that you have installed software, it gets restarted. So similarly for Linux, they also distribute the updates. So the updates and the patches. So there are, I mean, these are supported in Linux. So sometimes what happens, you know, you will receive the notification. It may be so that your packages are not, I mean, automatically installed. So they will ask you that, well, in order to update your Linux, you just update your distribution, basic distribution. They will give you some command uh, by some communication online or by email. So that's how you will execute that. Other than that, if you want to do a specific package, let us say you want to use Linux Mint. Suppose I want to use Linux Mint, let's say Java. I want to install Java, for example. So you will see here, I mean, all the Java development kits, I mean, all those things. So these are the commands to install the Java distribution on the Linux. So that's how we know. Basically, the provider, the linuxmint.com, they provide you with all the instructions. And that's how you will know that what is available and how do you use that. So it is basically it depends on I mean your requirement as well. If you want a specific software to be installed, let's say you want to install something, some any specific software, then you have to find out if Linux Mint has a version for it. Then you use your installation command to install it. So long as you are connected to network, you can do everything uh, command line. So that is the different feature from the window. For window, for example, you have to download a package file. There are multiple MSI. It can be MSI. It can be executable, whatever it is. Linux has some different format. That's what we are going to learn today's lecture. But that's basically done sourced from the vendor. And if you want something, then you can do that using vendor's instructions from their website. That's the answer. Okay. So yeah, let's move forward. So you have opened the terminal. So let's update the package list, whatever package you have. Let's do sudo apt get update. So you are basically updating your package list. Update space update. Okay, enter and put your password. Enter. So it is doing, see, it is hitting all the services. So your package list is updated. Now, um, let's use the command to search for package name or keyword. Let's do apt cache search, and let's do the package name, whatever package we want. Let's say we want to get a specific package. Let's find an example drawing. Let's say app cache. So um, what is that? I mean, app cache search, then space search, and then let's put drawing. Drawing is a package for Linux Mint. So enter.
Oh,
So basically, can you scroll up a little bit? Yeah, I mean, it is doing for the drawing, it requires a lot of libraries. I mean, so those are the packages, those are the libraries. I mean, from the cache, it basically finds all these things, um, all these resources. So that's fine. I mean, whatever things we need for the drawing, those are there. Now we can use the command to search for. So that's what we did. Then we can install certain package. Let's say let's install Java. So can you, as a part of a Windows system, I mean, can you open your Chrome, Google
uh-huh.
Chrome? Yeah, you can do that as well. Firefox, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Now let's go to packages.linuxmint.com. Packages.linuxmint. Mint. This is your source to know what are the packages available.com. Enter. So that gives you the packages. Let's say we can click on Victoria, the first one. I don't know what it is, but it will have some package. So that's how you know these are the available packages. It's a very comprehensive list. Now, let's say we want to install Java onto your Linux Mint. Then what you should do, what I would recommend you to do is that you have to do some searching as well. Let's see, release, okay, section, okay, keywords. So go back to your linuxmint.com and let's try to find Java if there is any. There is no search result for Java. So what you can do, install Java, do a Google search on install Java on Linux Mint.
And the same one right here or different?
Different, create a new tab. Install Java Linux Mint. Let's see. Linux Mint, I mean, Linux Mint is a single word. Yeah. So let's see. So you have scroll down a little bit, scroll down, and here you get how to install. Just scroll up here. How to install Oracle JDK on Linux Mint. Click on that. So you can scroll down and see what, yeah. So basically what you need to do, you can cut and paste this thing. So copy and paste, not cut. I'm sorry, you cannot cut it from there. Copy and paste onto your terminal. So what you are doing there, yeah, just do that. Okay, enter. So it is could not open log file. Okay, reading package list done. Unable to acquire the depackaged frontend log. Are you root? So can you do su root? Su root? Su the super root. Enter. So do you have the root password? Whatever your password, that should be the root password maybe. Try it. Doesn't work. Okay. Okay. No worries. Let's do, we are doing the sudo in any case. So what is happening, could not log file, log front end. Okay. Fetched. Okay. We basically bring the files there, and then let's do like, go back to your list. Yeah. So can we go to that CD downloads? I mean, the same way it writes. Okay, enter. Let's see if it is there. LS. No, nothing is there. So we don't have it yet. Okay, so what is it is not it is not downloaded. So how do you do that? Let's say remove open. So we remove the OpenJDK installation. So download Oracle JDK from here. What is from here? Um, so yeah, that's fine. Um, we need to, what I'm trying to do is that whether we do that way or we do everything command line. Let us go back to your list. I mean, like, do a, go back. Yes, go back to your list. No, not there, not there. On your Firefox itself. Yes. So scroll up a little bit. How to install Java in Linux Mint 20.3. I mean, that the previous link, it has some commands. So enter. Okay. So let's see, scroll down a little bit. Step one, install Java development kits. Scroll down. So with the command lines, we are going to do it. So just a second. So let's do cut and paste these commands. Sudo apt get install default JDK. So that is the main thing. I mean, you have to find the commands, and then we will do that. So yeah, that's not under download. I mean, go wherever you do, it doesn't matter. Okay. So it's okay. It's okay. Do the paste. Doesn't matter where you do paste. Right click paste. Yeah. Enter. So it is bringing things. Yes. Y can do Y. So you are installing the JDK. There are two parts of that. I mean, one is JDK and JRE for the Java. We don't need to understand those things to download. So basically, we have to follow the steps. So it is done. So now let's do the second step. Go back to your listing. I mean, commands, step 3. No, not that one. There is another installation out there. Yeah, that's go up. Not there, not there. Go up a little bit. Go up, go up. Yeah, that's the one. Sudo apt get install default JRE. Yes. Did we do that, or did we did the JDK? Yeah, we are doing the JRE. That's the step 2. Yeah, go ahead. Paste, enter. So it is done. So we have done it. Now after this thing, you should be able to view Java. So let's do Java minus Java space dash dash version dash dash version. Let's see if some, yeah, see, your JDK is installed on your system. So that's the thing we have done. I mean, that's the new software we have installed. We similarly, I mean, it does not have to be Java. You can randomly pick up any software you can think about. Um, Nothing coming top of my head, but you could use anything, whatever you want. Uh, some tools, some programming tools, some utility stuff, whatever you want, you can install it. So for that, actually, for solving this exercise, installing Java is just a guideline I provided. I mean, we together brought up by doing some brainstorming, but um, you can choose your own software. You can download it. All you have to do, you have to go online and find something for that. So let's go to the um, I mean, let's go to the next step. Let's try to remove whatever we install. Let's do sudo. I mean, let's remove that Java software from. Let's say we require to remove it. So let's do sudo apt-get remove. Let's say default JRE dash JRE dash default dash JRE. That's the name of the software. Dash JRE. JRE. Yeah, enter. Yes. So why? Okay. So it is, you see, even if you are asking to remove the JRE, it is removing both. So can you do now Java version command? Let's see if it is removed. Enter. Oh, it's still there. So it is not removed. What happened? Oh, following packages were why it is not removed. So let's why it is not removed. Let's go back to the installation guideline. Maybe we have to we missed something. Let's go back to the installation guideline. I mean that page is so you did that. So go below. I mean that scroll down. Check the installed. So if you do that, okay. So scroll down. Let's see what is there. So you did that. So then you got, but you should get OpenJDK 17. You did not get that. You got only OpenJDK 11. I don't know why. Scroll down a little bit. Okay, so that's what they did. So possibly it is possible that Java was already installed there, and I'm sorry. So we need to understand how do you. Just a second, I'm getting distracted. Little bit of phone call. I'm really sorry. I got distracted and I had to attend that phone. So yeah, we were talking about uninstalling Java. Um, so basically what happened there, by default, you got JDK 11 somewhere. So that's why it's a part of your original distribution. Let's see how we can get rid of that. When you do the default, so let's say that is OpenJDK, remove OpenJDK. I'm trying to find out how do you uninstall OpenJDK from Linux Mint. So how So basically what you should do, I believe that let's try different options. Let's do, let's try to should we reinstall or, let's see. You can do sudo apt-get install default JDK. Let's try it again. Apt-get install default JDK. No, you have to do a dash. No, that's not right. Default dash JDK. Default dash. No, not that way. Not that way. It's single word. Dash, not slash. It's a dash. JDK and enter. So you did it again. Yes. Okay. So now create another terminal and see. Let's create another terminal. So do Java dash dash version. Java space dash dash version. Enter. So it is still that one. So basically we cannot prove that we installed whatever version. So let me try to find out. Because this is important, we have to know exactly what we upload, what we download. So install Java on Linux Mint, or so I'm just trying to find out how to install Java on Linux Mint. If I go there, so sudo, okay, that's fine. And then we have that, and then that Java version we have. So basically we are doing the Java, we do the apt get install default JDK. That's what we are getting there. But so what you can do here, let's see, sudo apt get. Let's do that. Sudo apt get apt. The same. No, not it should be apt dash get. You can basically do your page up, page down. Yeah. Okay. Another. Yeah. So another. No. Oh, you have to go to the Java installation screen. Not this one. Go to the Java installation screen. No, not there. You won't get it here. Go back to your previous screen. Yeah. Do the sudo apt get install. Let's say OpenJDK install, not default JDK. Let's do OpenJDK. Open. No, not that one, not default JDK we want. Let's re-execute the command again. Sudo apt-get install. Get install. Then you can do open JDK single word. JDK dash 13 13 no 13 dash JDK dash no dash, you have to put a dash JDK. Let's try it. Let's so unable to locate. So okay, so it cannot locate it. So let's see how do we get that open JDK. So let's do sudo apt install. Let's not do apt get. I mean, there are different variations of the command. Apt, no get, just apt space install. Let's try that out. Open JDK. No. That's open JDK 13 JDK. Install open JDK 13 JDK. Enter. So it is not locatable. I mean, it's not a part of the cache. So let's try to choose something else, some other software, so that Java is very common. So that's not a good exercise at all. So install a package. So what package can we think of? Let's see. Um, install R on Linux. Linux Mint. Let's say, can you go to there, install R on Linux Mint? I'm just trying to find something that is that is not there on your system. There are a lot of different comments there. Let's not, I mean, that's a complex software. Let's try to find out something simple. So how do you do that? I mean, R is very complex, as I see. We want to find something very simple. Install SVN on Linux Mint. I'm trying to find something. So yeah, okay. So do install SVN on Linux Mint. On Linux Mint. Yeah, that's the one. No, that's not right. SVN on Linux Mint. Linux Mint. SVN on Linux Mint. No, link Mint, not link, the Linux Mint. Mint, yeah, enter. So you can go to that, the first link. Yeah. So once you are there, scroll down. Scroll down. Okay, so let's try to go through these steps. Let's do that. Sudo apt-get install. I mean, just copy and paste. You have a copy link to the right. Yeah, go to the terminal and paste it. Whichever terminal you want to use is good. Right click, paste. Okay, enter. Okay, it's doing something.
Are we gonna have to do all of this for the homework assignment?
Yeah, I mean, you can choose your whatever software you want to do. You can do that. And then I mean, we don't need to be that much detail on that because you already you installed something. Let's go to your folder, CD, go to CD, do a CD space slash, no, not dash, put a slash bin, binary bin, bin. Okay, enter. Do an ls on that. You will be over flooded with things. Okay, ls svn, let's try that. Svn star, no, svn star, enter. Yeah, so you can see that it is, so can you do ls minus l svn star? So we know which day it was installed. So it is not, it is March 24. Maybe the package is of that time. So basically what you can do is you can use that particular example. I mean, like you did Apache, I mean, whatever you installed, you can use it like that. Uh, just a second. So what you can do there, you don't need to do anything there. I mean, you already installed the Apache utils. Can you try to find ls star Apache, ls minus l star Apache and star, another star. No, two stars. And at the end, you need a star as well. Do a page up. Star. Put another star. Enter. No such file. So can you go to /lib, cd/lib space slash. No, not dash. cd space /lib. Lib. Lib means library. Lib. B for B. Yeah, enter. So can you do ls? The same thing. I mean, do your page up a couple times. Yeah, space. I mean, put a start there. Yes, enter. So you have something there. So that's what you did. I mean, basically you have included Apache as a part of the modules. So if you go to the modules, you should be able to see CD modules, enter. Then again, ls minus l, the same thing. I mean, just execute your page up button, page up twice. Yeah, enter. Oh, it's not there. So what is why it is not there? ls minus l, I mean, it should be under the modules somehow. Can you do ls there? Maybe it is spelled in a different way. Oh, I see. Go to cd, do a cd, and then whatever is there, tab, put a tab, enter, ls. Let's see what is there. Okay. So basically, you don't need to do anything. You can simply, let's say we can install a program, and if we go to the lib and if we do ls minus l star whatever program star, you should be able to find that program. So that's about it. I mean, let's not complicate this thing. I mean, we can install anything and everything, but let's not dive into that detail. So we are good with the Apache. You can choose your own module. I cannot remember anything out of my head. Like everything is installed, given to our Linux distribution. So that's the problem. It is so much enriched that we generally don't need to install a lot of new things. So that's the thing with the Linux. You get everything by default. So I think that's enough. So that's how you install some packages. I mean, like you use basically sudo apt-get install and sudo apt-get remove. Then what you can do, let's move on. So basically the commands, let's what did we execute as the commands? Let's make a list. So can you please scroll up? Let's see what command we made there, so everybody can follow the same steps. So scroll up a little bit. I think we need to find out that command. Oh, it's too much. Can you do your page up arrow a little bit, couple of times? Page up again, 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 again. Yeah. So you have to do page down now, because you went ahead of yeah. So that is OpenJDK. Page down a little bit. Page down. Yeah, this is the command. I mean, everybody can take a screenshot of it, but this is the thing that we can use. I mean, you can of course do your research and find out whatever you want to install, but this is what we did. And then at the end, we went to the cd/lib lib, and then we did ls-l apache star, and we found that something is installed today. So July 17, something was installed, which matches the timeline. So if you can do up to this, that will be good enough for us. So the next step will be we can do sudo apt get. So anybody has any question regarding this command? So sudo apt -get -get. Then we can do um, basically the same package name that needs to be decommissioned. So let's do Apache, enter, enter. I doubt
Should,
whether,
should I enter?
yeah. Oh, sorry, apt-get, not Apache. I'm sorry. Apt-get, remove Apache. It should be
Oh, okay.
apt-get remove Apache. Apache 2. You should do the Apache 2. That's what we installed. So enter. So it is reading the package lists. Building the dependency tree. Wherever it is dependent, maybe you won't be able to remove it because of the maybe some upstream dependencies, but it should not be. So it is scanning your system. It's very slow.
Oh, yeah.
That's because it is going through all possible all possible packages to scan if there is any dependency.
So usually if there's a dependence, another program, I guess another program or something,
Mhm.
depending on it, it won't, delete it.
Right, right. Usually that happens. It says, I mean, it concludes that, well, you have these dependencies. Do you want to delete it still? You don't want to, things like that.
Is it usually good to say go ahead and delete it or just leave it?
I mean, you should not delete it if it gives you warnings. That's the point.
Okay.
If there are warnings, you should not be deleting that. If there is no warning, it's fine.
I remember when I was younger, I did that a few times, and then it didn't work like it was supposed to after I did that.
Yeah, it's taking time. It's stuck a little bit. Yeah, it's making slow progress. Okay, it's 99%. Yeah. So let's see what's the next step. It says it's very, very comprehensive because it tries to make sure uh, it is trying to make sure that everything is in order. It's extremely slow. So what is it doing? Can you enter? Can you press an enter button?
Yeah, I'm pressing it, but it's not doing anything.
Okay, okay, it is doing, it is moving over things. So it is trying to do a lot of scans before. I mean, removing things is not very simple. So that's what we learned, that removing things is not simple because it goes through a lot of iterations. You can keep it on. Let's come back around, let's say 8:05, and then we will pick up from here. So we will be doing the same. We will be continuing the same hands-on beginning of the next session, and then we will jump into some more discussions. Maybe looking into the quizzes because we have already discussed the chapter 10. Welcome back. So can you share your screen? How is it? How does it look like? Oh, it is still there. So do a control C. Do a control C. Let's get out of this process. And in fact, I can, we can do a much simpler example. So are you able to do control C? Okay, that's fine. Let's do one thing. I mean, let's try to uninstall Java itself. So what you can do is that, I mean, we know that the Java is already there. So let's first uninstall Java and then we will reinstall it. So can you do sudo
Mhm.
let's do sudo apt-get.
It's not letting me type nothing now.
Oh, I see. Okay. So can you open a new terminal?
I think it's frozen.
Okay. So then quit Mint and come back. I mean, restart it. Yeah. Let's restart. Oh, it is now coming up. You see there, sudo is,
Oh, okay.
yeah, backspace, get rid of everything. Okay, sudo space apt-get apt-get, yes, remove. Now let's do openjdk star, yeah, enter. Whatever, I mean, your password it is. So yeah, yes. Okay, now let's try Java dash dash version. I mean, the one we already tried. Java, probably, yeah, okay. Dash dash version. No, not that way, yeah. Enter. So there is no, it's gone from your machine, from your system. So that is, I mean, so that's how you can remove a software. Now, if you want to reinstate it, basically what you should do, let's do sudo apt install install openjdk dash 11, then dash no, that's okay, openjdk dash, not slash, dash 11. So we are doing 11 again, dash jre dash headless. So that's the package name basically.
What?
Headless.
Oh,
Headless. headless. Yeah, enter. So what is happening? Oh, again, it is not finding OpenJDK. So what we have done, let's see, OpenJDK 11. Oh,
Forgot
no,
JRE.
JRE. Yeah, we need the JRE as well. So can you do a page up? Do the page up and then yeah, go back next to 11. Next to 11 dash. Just move your cursor to head. No. Dash is fine. Dash is fine. I mean, backspace. Now go to H. Yeah. Now write JRE and then put a dash. Okay. Now enter. Yeah. Yes. Y. Yeah. So this is an example. You are getting the Java again onto your machine. So it's done. Now try Java space dash version. Enter. So you got it back. So those are the examples. I mean, we can all use this example uniformly. I mean, I will post, I mean, these basic comments after the class sometimes tomorrow as an announcement or some upload so that you don't have any issue completing the assignments. So let's go to the next. What is the next? What do we need to do the next? I mean,
Is
there
it
are
the upgrade number 5?
yeah. So you sudo get apt-get upgrade. So we are updating all the packages. So that you need to do frequently. Apt-get upgrade. So if you enter, just enter. So it will see yes. I mean, these are the list actually that needs some upgrades. So once you receive an email from Linux Mint that you have updates ready for you, so that's how you do afterwards. Going back to your first question. So yeah.
So it'll kind of remind you like on your phone or in Windows when it has an update that it's, but instead of like just clicking yes, you just do the what we just did.
Right. Absolutely. But the thing is, I think, I mean, there are Linux servers. I mean, if you use the open source, the free distribution of the Linux, then probably you won't get it like the Windows. But if you, and then in that case, you will get emails basically that you have updates ready. And in order to do that, do the upgrade. So you have to go back. So you have to, you have to run your administration efforts yourself, whoever is doing the administration to get those updates done. For Windows, those are automated. For Linux, let's say Red Hat, which is a supported, which has a lot of support, which is a licensed support package. I mean, the software is open source, but you have to buy the license for supporting. So that will actually push stuffs into your machine. So yeah, I mean it is. So you see, it is basically updating your system. So you don't, for this particular exercise, you don't have to do anything. You have to do sudo apt-get upgrade. That's it.
We don't make a screenshot of all of this, do we?
No. You don't. You can just show like I mean the final screenshot. Whatever
Oh,
comes at the
okay.
end, you can just take that screenshot. It is impossible, right? I mean, you cannot do
Oh
that.
yeah, that's gonna be a few pages.
Lot of pages. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's unrealistic. Yeah. So the last page should be fine.
Don't want to keep you all night looking through all this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
So this right here will do updates on everything
Yeah.
that's on your Linux system.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess this is something that they either do like a couple of hours before everybody gets there, or you
Yeah.
just hit it and then leave and go home and it's done before you get back to work.
Right. But right now the system is not unusable. If you open another terminal, you will find that your system is still usable.
Oh, okay.
So basically it is staging those updates in a separate folder. Then it will, I mean, basically apply the upgrades at once.
Okay. So usually an administrator can't do nothing until this is done. So he just goes to lunch and comes back, or what?
Right, right. They do it in that way. Yes, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, yeah, it takes a little time to get everything upgraded. So by the time it happens, let's open another terminal and try other comments as well. Can you open another terminal and we will get back to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the next thing is practicing something with the DPKG. So why do we use DPKG? Little bit of background, because Linux Mint is I mean, it is under the generation of Debian Linux. So that's why it uses DPKG command. So what you can do here is you can try any random DPKG command. So let's say, I mean, I found an example from web. I'm sending it as a chat, so you can use it. I mean, you can try this one. So can you? I just put it there. Do you see that? I just put it in the chat. Yes, that's the one. So let's it's the example. Let's click on the link. Yeah. Okay. So what we want to do is that scroll down a little bit. Okay, scroll down a little bit. So you will get some DPKG command. So scroll down. Okay, so you can use this one to install the Flash plugin. I mean, basically cut and paste. I think you have to do it. You cannot do a cut and paste on there. Let's see what else we can do with the DPKG. It doesn't require you to do all the busy work. I mean, installation. Let's go back to your terminal and let's do dpkg minus L. That will list all the packages that you have. dpkg minus L. So just like we do ls minus L, we can do this one as well. Enter. So you can see, so this is an example of the dpkg package. So you can use this as a screenshot for your assignment. So you are basically doing, I mean, you can see that, you see here, we installed the Apache 2, it's listed there. If you go down a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what we installed
It's right
by our,
here.
yeah, we ourselves. So that's fine. That's okay. So you can say that, I mean, this is the example of listing the individual packages. So that's one. And then we can try the apt file command. So this is the dpkg command. Don't try to install a new software because I mean, it will, you can try, don't, I'm not asking you to not to do, you can try, but it will may give you errors. So in order to do it fast, I mean, we can list it. So this is also quite an example. So apt file, there is another command called apt file. So we can try that one as well. Apt file example. I'm trying to find some link for that. So let's see, apt file.
Is there an easy way to get out the list?
Q. Just type Q. Yep,
Oh,
here you are. So that's the way you can get out of the list. So let's do apt file right now. So go back to your terminal, that where you are doing, yeah, the dpkg. Go to the terminal. Oh, it is done also, the upgrade. So that's completed. So what you have to do, everyone, what you have to do is take the screenshot of this one, this particular screen. You are done with that. Then comes the apt file command. So let me make it clear. You can do the upgrade command. It is there already given, and you can say that after executing upgrade, I am getting this screen at the end. So that is understandable. You cannot screenshot every bit of information. So let's go back to the other terminal uh, where we were doing the dpkg stuff. Yeah, here. So you can do, here you can say dpkg minus L and the first screen. I mean, it is interactive paged screen you are getting, right? So you can simply take the screenshot of that and that's all. Then you can do apt file. You can do apt dash file and space. You can do purge, purge, purge. So what it does, I'm telling you what it does. So enter. Oh, okay, apt file not found. So we have to install apt file. So how do you do that? So let's see. Let me see. How do you get apt file? Um,
is it that sudo app install app file?
yeah, something like that, but it is not there. So let me see. It is a software package, but it is not there. So let's do apt get install. You are right, absolutely right. Let's do apt get install. You have to do sudo apt get install. Sudo. You have to be pretending yourself like a root. That's the sudo command. Apt dash get, not apt get. Apt dash get install apt file. Yeah, enter. So do your password. Okay. So yes. Okay. Okay, you are done. So now what you can do, You can simply do like, let's say, I mean, what is the function of the apt file? Basically, it is applied over the files. So for example, if you want to do apt file, the last command, can you move your page up a couple times? One more time. Yes. So this command, you have to do sudo, of course, in the beginning. Sudo. Let's do sudo. So what it does, it basically mm, clean up your cache, basically the package cache, whatever is in the cache, that will clean it up. So if you enter, you can enter. So what is happening? Why it is not? So sudo apt file purge. Uh, let's go a little bit up. I mean, scroll up. Okay, so what's happening? Sudo apt file purge action. So let's see, do not expand pattern. So something is wrong here. Let's try to do sudo apt file update. Let's try to do that. Apt file update. Yeah, enter. Yeah. So it is updating your files, basically your libraries. This thing is updating your libraries. It's not installing anything, it's updating your library files. So this will again take some time, though, but this is 100%, it looks like. So let's go back to the other screen by the time it is doing that. Let's do apt file search. Let's do apt file, apt dash file search. Let's say GIMP space GIMP, enter. So it is not, it did not find anything like that. So yeah, it finally found all the occurrences of GIMP. So basically what it does, the apt file command is a very powerful command. What it does, can you drag your terminal a little bit towards right? I mean, this terminal, yes. Okay, thank you. So what it does, it goes over your all folders, system folders, user folders. It tries to pick up the the reference of the keyword that you passed. Here we have passed a keyword GIMP, so it will find all the matches for the GIMP. But this is too much, too many things. Suppose you want to get bare minimum stuff. So you can do apt file. Let's do apt file, and then let's do an argument space dash dash package only, package only, package dash only. No, dash. You have to put a dash. Package dash only, and then you can put search space search, and then space GIMP. This is the imaging package, so enter. So it is looking for the packages. So you can see all the packages related to the GIMP. Wherever you have the GIMP, it is listed. It is listing those. So that's all. I mean, you can do another thing, apt file list GIMP. I mean, you can have a lot of different variations of that command. Let me put that in the chat so it is there. It doesn't go away. Put the reference. I mean, I send the URL where from where I was giving the instructions for that. So don't worry, I will be adding those references for your, I mean, to speed up your assignments after the class, sometimes tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So there is another thing, aptitude. This aptitude command, you can manage the software packages. So we have to find the usage of the aptitude. Mint Linux example. So how to use aptitude package tool on Debian. So let's see. So let's first do sudo apt-get. So I'm putting the reference here as well. So sudo apt-get, then we can do install aptitude. No, not a double P, single P, aptitude. So enter aptitude. Yeah, I'm explaining what it does. So enter. So give your password. Did it work? Yeah, it did work, looks like. So I mean it's already there, so nothing has been done. So why we use aptitude? So basically it's a tool, it's a command line tool to the advanced packaging tool. It's an advanced packaging tool. We use apt, that is advanced packaging tool. So we do apt-get apt. So that's the thing. So it displays a list of software packages and allows the user to interactively pick packages to install or remove. So basically it shows you uh, what are the available things. So can you do sudo aptitude? Let's see what are the what it does. Aptitude, enter. So you can see it's loading the cache, and you can see that these are the things that can be done with, I mean, that can be done to the system. Upgradable packages, what are the new packages, what are the installed packages. So basically it gives you an account of each of the stuff. So that's the aptitude command. There are other usage of the aptitude command as well, because it itself starts some kind of interactive feature. So you can see their actions, undo, package, resolver, search. So if you do the S, can you try to write S on the terminal? Oh, it is gone. Gone or what? I mean,
Um,
can you do S? What it is doing if you do S? Oh, it is scrolling down basically. So it explains what are the things.
I was doing the scrolling, but I was just trying to figure out where to put it. The S.
So can you put S? Just type S.
Yeah, it won't let me do anything.
Okay, it won't let you do anything. So okay, so maybe you scroll up all the way. Can you go upper?
And that's as far as I can go.
Okay, so how do you get a hold of the actions? I mean, all those things. So basically, you have to do Control T. Do a Control T. Yeah, here you are. So you can do actions. Can you just move your side arrow? I mean, yeah, not the top or down, side arrow. Let's go to the other. Yeah, so it's help, views, options, search. For example, next one, the search, resolver, package, undo. So those are the options available. So Control T, you have to press Control T to get handle of that. So now in order to quit, can you try Q? Let's see, I mean, if that works.
Yeah, it won't let me just see.
Okay, at the bottom you have the quit. Yeah, okay, really quit aptitude, yes. Scroll, yeah, enter. Here
Oh,
you are.
cool.
Yep. So I mean, it's a kind of behavior, like it is different from Windows, but we have to be if we use Linux, we will be familiar with that. That's about it. So the next thing under our list is install a package and all its dependencies automatically without requiring user input using the following commands. So we did that already. Sudo apt-get install -y package name. So we did the Java. We can do it again. Let's, I mean, because -y is a new new stuff. So let's do sudo apt get remove openjdk. Yeah, star. So you are removing everything related to openjdk. Enter. Yes, why? So it is your involvement here. So you don't want your involvement, yes or no stuff. So can you do quickly Java space dash dash version, enter. So there is nothing like Java. Now we have to install it back. So what you can do, um, just, I mean, let's use the same commands that we have used before. I'm trying to find those commands. Just a second. I used it on my own system, so I don't have to remember anything. So let's do sudo apt install. Um, now we can put -y space, and then we can do openjdk dash 11 dash jre dash headless jre dash headless. After jre there should be a dash.
Oh,
Yeah, dash. And then you have to no, you have to put your cursor on H backspace dash. Yeah, enter. Let's try it. Now it is not asking you for doing anything, yes, no kind of stuff. So it is without a user involvement, you can do it. So that's the purpose of -y command.
oh.
Yeah. So next is add a PPA personal package archive repository to your system and install a package from the repository using the following command. Sudo add apt repository. So we have to find some kind of like let's say the PPA repository name. Let's try to find out something, and then I will attach the example. I mean, attach the URL to your chat. Just a second. I'm just trying to find that. Okay. So let's try sudo yeah, add apt repository. We can do PPA colon space. Then we can do name/PPA. Let's try it. Slash, not dash, slash PPA. Oh, no supported PPA of this name was found. Okay, cannot add PPA. So what is the problem? So I mean, that's the problem. I mean, basically, we have to find out a particular PPA. Trying to see how we can. Okay. So can we do like, just a second? Can we do like sudo apt get sudo apt, sorry, add apt? It's the same thing. Add apt repository. Then we can do space PPA colon LibreOffice LIBRE.
Do we need the colon?
No, colon is fine. No space. Let's do LIBRE Libre OFFICE Office. Let's try this one, enter. So it is not, no supported PPA of this name was found. So basically, if we get that, that means it doesn't find anything. So can we do sudo apt install LibreOffice? Do we have LibreOffice? We have to make sure. Sudo apt install libre install LibreOffice, LIBRE. Oh, I think that's the problem. LibreOffice. Okay, install. I mean, enter. Yes. Yeah, it is. It was not there. Okay. Okay. Now let's do. Can you backslash? I mean, page up couple times. Another time. Okay. So no, not that one. Okay. Page down a little bit. Yeah. Libre. LIBRE. Yeah. Enter. Let's see. So it is doing something. So it found that PPA. So you can enter. You can do Control C to cancel. So it basically.
My PPA thing didn't work. For the Libra, can I see the Libra
Yeah.
code for it? Like just see the tab up thing? Oh.
It was with the RE. I put a RE.
RE, not RA. That was.
Oh, I thought it was
yeah.
Libra.
Oh, not that's not the sign. I mean, it's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Libra.
did it too.
Yeah, Libra as freedom, kind of. The French probably. It's a French word for freedom. So yeah. Let me know
Okay,
if
it works.
okay, good.
Thank you.
So welcome. So now you can remove number 9 is remove a package and all its dependencies automatically. So we were removing Apache 2, but then we were screwed up with all the dependencies. So it is taking care of that, number 9. So basically what you can do is that sudo apt-get auto remove package name. Let's try with Java. Let's not try to do with anything else. Let's do sudo apt-get and then auto remove space auto remove, and then let's auto remove space. Then you can put openjdk star enter. So yes. So it is reading the database it was doing for the other stuff that Apache. Yeah, so it did that. So that's it. I mean, that's for auto remove. So you could use the remove, but the remove command would only remove the package itself, but then it will start scanning everything and it takes enormous amount of time. Here, by doing the auto remove, you are basically speeding up that process because it won't be doing a lot of searches. I mean, it will be simply jump into there and find all the dependencies and immediately remove them. It will not going to show you that, well, this package has dependency here. Now, do you want to remove this? Do you want to remove that? It won't ask anything like that. It will ask you whether you want to remove it, do this thing. Yes, and then it will do everything. So the next part is the display information about package, including its version, status, and files. So you can do dpkg dpkg minus s. Let's see what is the package name we should be using. Can we use LibreOffice? Can we do LibreOffice? LibreOffice, enter. Let's see if it is there. What is happening? So yeah, so you got it, all the information. Scroll up a little bit.
Oh,
So you see here, scroll up more because it is okay, yeah, LibreOffice. So it does the package information, status, install. Okay, so it is installed. Priority optional section, whatever. I mean, all the different sections are addressed here. I mean, it has all, it shows you all the information related to this package. So that is the I mean, that is the main purpose of that particular command. Now number 11, we can go to number 11. Backup all installed packages on your system and their configuration files using the following commands. So you can do that. I mean, you can just cut and paste that commands. You can do sudo dpkg dash dash get selections. Now what, just a moment, I think there is a mistake here. We should not be doing it under this folder. Can you remove? Yeah, can you do cd enter? Just enter, so you are on your home directory. Now you can do the command, that is sudo dpkg dash dash set or get. I'm sorry, it should be get dash selections, get dash selections, then selections ons, then greater than symbol, the, yeah, I mean that arrow, and then you can do package underscore list dot txt, package underscore list dot txt, a text file, enter. So can you open that? I mean, can you do more package underscore list dot txt, more package underscore, you can do a tab now. Yeah. So you can see all the packages that is installed here, a list of that. So you can do Q to quit this particular stuff. Yeah, that's it. So that's the thing. And then we can do other stuff like restore the package backups and their configuration files to a new system using the following command, sudo. So you can do so what is that? You can use sudo tpkg space dash dash get selections. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. It should be set selections. You were right, actually. Yeah, set selections, and then less than, and then you can do a package list dot txt. So you were reading this file, space sudo apt get deselect dash upgrade. So you don't want to, oh, I think there should be a, yeah, that's fine, that's okay, enter. So what is happening? Package list.txt doesn't exist. How come it is? You have it, right? Oh, PACK. I think there is a typo.
oh.
Yeah.
Um,
You can do page up. Yeah. So scroll all the way to PA. Oh, no. I mean, yeah, right. PAC. So put your cursor on G and type C. CKAG. Okay, that's fine. I think that is what it is. What is happening? Set selection text, no argument.
Unless I type something else wrong.
Let me see. Set selections. I think you have to put a space after that. Set selections. Yeah, it is right. It is correct. Set selections. Only thing I can see here, maybe you have to do. Can you do a? You don't need to do sudo apt get deselect upgrade. So can you remove the last part? Just yeah, backslash. Keep on doing that backslash until you reach the sudo command again. Backslash. Okay, backslash. No, backslash. I mean, no, sorry. I mean, the backspace, not the backslash. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Now enter. Yes, yeah. Okay. So basically you did that, and then you can do sudo, the last command, that is sudo apt get deselect upgrade. So you are upgrading these things. Upgrade dash upgrade. No, D is single word. Deselect dash upgrade. Right. Enter. So yes, I mean that's fine. Why? So it will keep on doing that. It is upgrading things. I mean, installing, upgrading, everything. We can switch to the other terminal while it is doing that. So I'm sorry. The next thing is number 13. That is check for available upgrades and notify yourself if you are available using the following command. I mean, and notify yourself if any are available. So let's say sudo, let's do sudo apt get update sudo space sudo apt get -s upgrade, and then put a pipe symbol. Yeah, grep, and then single quote, space single quote, space single quote, upgraded. So basically you will find out the upgraded packages. So enter. So put your password there. Okay, enter. So what happened? S, what is happening here? Let's
It's
see.
not understood.
Minus S. It is not getting that. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It's a line break. We forgot the line break. Sudo apt get update. So do sudo apt get update. Sudo apt get update. Enter. So it is getting all the updates. I mean, so oh, it's again jumping into that. Yeah, that's done. Now you can do sudo apt get -s upgrade, apt get -s upgrade, pipe upgrade, then pipe. You can do upgraded. You have some warning because of the previous actions. So let's do Oh my God. So go back to your previous exercise. Go back to your previous terminal. Let's stop that process. Oh, it is done already. So examine, can you click on the examine? Probably we have to get rid of a lot of stuff. So let's see. Oh my God. Okay, at the worst possible scenarios, we will possibly clean up this one. And the worst part is we do not know what to clean up. So possibly we have to reinstall, I mean, Mint in that case, because it is, let's go back to our terminal. We can continue what we have been doing. Then we will return here. We are not installing anything. So go back there, go back to the terminal. No, not that one, probably the other one. Is that the one? I don't think so. There are few more terminals. Not this one. Let's see the last one, probably. Is it the one we did? Can you do up arrow? Yeah, so we did all the upgrades there. That's the reason. Okay, let's let's go to the other terminal as well. The next one. No, not that one. The next one to that. The last one, probably. Yeah. Is it the one? Yeah, that's the thing. Upgrade grep, and then space, single quote, upgraded, upgraded. Okay, enter. Okay, so basically it it lets you know about those things newly. Nothing is upgraded, nothing is newly installed, 0 to remove, 0 not upgraded. I mean, whatever it is there, it informed you. So that's about that command. So it's another thing is install a package from the source code. Um, so you can, your disk space is running low. Can you go back to your disk space monitor?
Oh, was it this one? Oh,
Let's see. Let's see.
this
There.
one?
Yeah, I think this one. So you have problem under the user space. Can you go to the user? I mean, explore it. Click on the uh, arrow, right arrow. Yes. So you have problems under, I guess, on the lib folder. Can you explore the lib folder? Yes. So then let's see. So your that is the Linux. We cannot do anything about it. Scroll down. But these are the megabyte level files. I mean, I don't know what to do here. Yeah, actually, we should have used a little bit more space. Anyways, let's not worry about it yet. Let's do. That's okay. I mean, can you go to the share and let's see what is there. So 1.4 gig. So icons. Go to the icons. But you know, I mean, you can get rid of the LibreOffice, but how do you do that? Can you right click and remove
Where at?
the LibreOffice, the third one? No, under the share,
Right click?
move to trash. You can do that. Oh, failed. Because let's not do that yet. We will do that. We will take care of it later.
Oh,
Let's go back to the terminal and complete the exercise. Now let's do sudo apt-get. Yeah, that's fine. Install, install, install. Build essential. Build essential.
Oh,
Build essential. Build dash essential. Enter. So yeah. Yes. Okay. That's what? Oh my,
sorry.
that's not good. So
I,
we need to clean up some spaces. How do you do that? Let's see.
I think I just hit the wrong letter.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay, okay. But your disk space is after this operation. Okay, you are running short on the disk space. Or probably, I mean, during your after the after taking all the screenshot, all these things, you need to reinstall Mint because you need to get rid of the file, all the files, and then give a space of 25 gigabyte. So let's move forward. Apt get. I mean, do the page up things. Page up. Yeah. Enter. Yeah. Yes. Why? Okay. Okay. That's good. So we got it. Now we have to get some download some package and we have to install it. Well, so what is the package name we can install? Let me find out something. Um, let's see. I don't know on top of my head. I mean, it's basically we have to find out by researching and then do it. So install package. So Linux, I'm giving the Linux command. Okay, so that's the one. Let me see. Yeah, that's the way standard way of doing that. But I'm trying to find out source code, some kind of source code. Okay, let's do this command. I'm giving you. Okay, we are using a package that is used for sound processing. So I send you the command. So you have to use sudo apt get build dash dep
PEP.
D for David, dep p space Audacity, AUDACITY. No, CITY. Yeah, enter. What is happening? You must put some dev source URIs in your source list. So it is not there, right? Why it is not there? Let me see. Just trying to see. Study source. Okay. It's not working that way. Basically, we need to find out some more options for that. So what it does basically, we have to um, download something and then we have to do that. Let's see. I mean, there is no straightforward. Let's put it on the shelf for now. I will give you some example because let's not use our time to find out the examples. I will find out some examples, and so let's put it up to line up to the step 14, step 15, 16, and all the URLs that I gave. I will post a review. So we will have more time to do that. Let's give a 15 minutes break and come back at 9:20, and then we will get to some next. There is a second hands-on. Let's see what is there. More on Bash. That will be a little bit easier, I guess. So we will be doing that being done. So now what we can do is that using the nano text editor, we can create a file nano search replace.sh, a shell script. So we do nano, then oops. So do search underscore replace dot sh. So that creates it, and then we can do basically start with the usual stuff, bean, and then bash. That's the first command. Then we do echo, enter the file name. So we are searching and replacing text in a file. Enter the file name. So read the file name. File name. Then we can do if test minus f. If the file does not exist, if that file exists, then only we will do whatever it's done in this file. File name. Then we put a semicolon and write then, and then let's do echo. Enter the text to search for. So we are searching the text to search for, right? We are searching the text. So once we do that, the next step will be read search underscore text. So basically we are inputting the text that we are searching for. Then we do echo. Sorry, we have to do the command sed minus I. So this is basically search and replace certain strings. So s search text. Now we have to find replace text. G file name. So basically what it does, ACD is a command to do certain search and replace. So what it does, it basically, it is a string search. So it is doing the search text. It should not be test, it should be text. So search text, and then we have to use the replace text. We will be specify there. I mean, we didn't do that. We missed that step. We can do enter echo, then we can write enter the text to replace with, and then we can do read replace text. So this command ACD, it basically search for a string, then it replace that string, and this is the syntax, and this is the file name where this everything takes place. So that's the basic structure of this particular command. So now we can do echo. We can say the text has been replaced. So then, but then it may so happen that the file doesn't exist even. So in that case, we have to write else. And else we can say echo the file named, named file name does not exist. So finally we can do fi, that is if we started here, we started if here, and that is ended by fi. So that is the script basically. So we start with bin bash, then we write the file name, search for the file name. If the file name exists, then we put the search text, then we put the replace text, and then we execute the actual command sed. So you can do a man sed search for the, you can type man sed, that will give you the manual for the sed, and you can see what are different options with sed. So that is it. So if we do Control O, that is the right, and Control X. So now we can do chmod plus X, and then search replace sh. Now we don't have, let's see if the file does not exist, whether we can go to the error path. Search replace.sh. So next we do that. File name, let's say test.txt is the file name. Sorry, txt. It does not exist in my system. So it says the file does not, it should be does, not fuzz. So it should be, I should write it does. Sorry. Yes. So now if I do again and test.txt, it does not exist. So now let me open it. Let's do nano test.txt, and then we can do Tom, John, Jane. Let's say these are the file, and now we will be replacing Tom with something with Joe, let us say. Control X, buffer. Yes. So now we can do search replace, and then we do test.txt. Then we are searching for Tom and replacing with Joe. So it is saying that it has been replaced. Let's see if it hasn't. So you can see here it is replaced. So basically, I mean, this gives us an example of how we can enhance the bash utilities. I mean, write a shell script using the bash to do search and replace. Often we do that. I mean, there are a lot of use cases for that. Any question related to this program? Okay, let's go to
Mine
the
didn't
next.
work for some reason.
Oh, okay. Can you share your screen and show me what's going on? Probably some
Yeah.
typo or something like that. Share your screen. We can take a look.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that's okay. So then what happened? Let's see, what is your shell script? That's okay. Get out of the file. Okay.
So dot search place, and then I put test text. Yeah, test.txt. And then I wanted to change peppers to apples. And then it says SED can't read file name, and it doesn't
Okay.
change.
Okay. Can you open the file nano test.txt? Okay, it is there. So can you do Control X now? That's okay. Pepper is there. Can you open it again? Reopen it, please. So where is Pepper? P-E-P-P-E-R-S. Okay, that's fine. Exit. Okay. Now can you do ls? So what is there in the
Right here.
tx? Okay, it's there. Can you do ls minus l txt test.txt?
Oh,
So yeah, you can read right. Okay, that's good. Good.
okay.
So now let's open the script. Yep. So let's see search.txt. Okay, the file name. So the file name is there. ACD minus I search text. So that's fine. Replace text. Yeah, you are doing the. Oh, that's file name needs to be dollar. I mean,
Right here?
yes, that needs to start with dollar because this is a variable, right?
Okay.
Yeah, put a dollar there. Yes. Now try it.
Oops.
Control O. Yeah, that's fine. Now try it.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah. TXT.
10 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peppers. Apples. Okay, I
Okay.
think it worked now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the
Thank you.
dollar. So you have to put the variable name properly. So that's
Yeah.
this is a common mistake. I mean,
Okay, yeah, change to apples now. Thank you.
good, good. So let me share my screen again. Let me go back there. So the next exercise is generate a random password. We do it all the times, uh, like any program, anything. So we have opened the terminal and then we can do like nano generate underscore password dot sh. As I'm doing, I mean, you can also do like that. I mean, that way you will knock it down faster. So exclamatory sign bin bash. So what does it mean? Again, if your program is not running under the bash shell, then it will execute the script as a part of the bash shell. So when you enter your account, if your account is not set on bash shell, it will find the bash shell for you. It will execute this bash shell and do the program. That's what the meaning of this. So now we do echo, um, enter the length of the password. So we have to read something, read password length. Then we do like we write the password. Let's do password equals dollar, let's say open SSL rand. Open SSL is a program, inbuilt program, and then we do the rand. I mean, this is a program we are executing. Base, this variable is already declared. Base 64, I mean, declared as a part of the Linux distribution that we have. Then 48, I mean, these are some terminologies to generate the random numbers. TR minus D, then we put slash plus pipe again, head minus C, and we can do password length. So that's it. And then we can do echo. And then you can do your password is dollar password. Pay attention to dollars. I mean, that's important. So I think we are done. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, we will have to review the script again. chmod plus X, generate password. Now do generate password. Let's write it. Length of the password, let's say 8. Now you got it. I mean, that's pretty much the randomly generated password. Anybody has any issue with that? Assuming everyone got through it. One typo here, it should be program 3, not program 6. So we
I'm just
can,
trying to catch up, sorry.
what? If you have any problem, let me know. I mean, we can solve it while in the class. Do you want to share your screen and show me what if there is any problem?
Okay, I'm just trying to finish writing it real quick, but I can.
Okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead. Don't have to share. Go ahead. Let's finish it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We have time. No rush. We have enough time. I mean, this bash, I mean, generate password, we use it in many places. I mean, even with the Linux shell scripting, we do it all the times. Like, for example, you are a system administrator, you create someone's account. You have to do that, adding account, things like that. Then you can use that bash, that script as a part of the password change, and then they will have to follow that process. So it may be so that you are suggesting some password, and that's the way you can generate some random password. It's up to them then to accept that password or generate their own. I mean, it requires a lot of uh, scripting around the user process. We are not doing that, of course. We are doing the simplest thing. We are just putting together the simplest module for that. So what we learned from here is basically how to read things. We already know about it. Then how to make up a random wordings, random word with OpenSSL package, and pay attention to the arguments. I mean, I would recommend that with those commands like these ones. Let me reopen that. So this OpenSSL rand minus base 64, try to do a Google on that, try to search for that. You will find, I mean, you will find a lot of references for these particular packages, and you can go from there. Yes, Brandon, what's the question?
When I type in when I enter a length, it says invalid number of bytes.
Invalid number of pipes. Please share your screen and let's go through the program. I think something is going on with the script. Let's see. Yeah, Pico, I mean Nano generate password and see what is going on with that. So why did you put a pipe at the end of the line? In end of the fourth line, did you put a pipe there? I can't see it actually.
This is
Let me- Yeah, oh no, this is the bracket. I mean, this is the parenthesis. So that should be fine. But then you have pipe, you have the pipe. Let me see if there is anything missed. I mean, some syntax error, something like that. So equals this one, rand, and then base 64, 48. Then
You
you
have
put a
typos in the read pass. It's just one S for both of them, for the password length and password for lines 3 and 4.
Oh, I see. Yep, that's right. Password and then
And it's
Yeah.
also a typo in the second one, but I mean that one. It's like
maybe that's the error. Let's try. Yep, that worked.
Thank you.
Nice work. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So Shiloh, are you still working on your piece of software?
I got it finished now. I'm just about to test it to see if it
Okay.
works.
Okay, let us know.
Oh. If you by any chance, I don't know if you can hear me. If you by any chance have to change something and you save it and then exit, do you always have to put the CH mode back in there to get permission?
No, I mean, if you change once you give the permission, it is there. So this is a one-time deal. So you have to, yeah, you don't have to do it all the times.
I gotta tell you 1 second.
Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
It's giving me an error too.
Let's see.
Am
I
I
mean, share your screen. Let's see what's going on. Where is the screen on me? Yeah, now I can see the screen. Okay. So, wow.
sorry.
This is a very comprehensive error. Let's open the file. Let's open. Yeah. .sh enter. So what is being done here? So password length, password. So head minus C. Why? I mean, there should be some space, I believe, in between head minus C and then put a space after C. And then also tr minus D, put a space. Tr minus D. If you, yeah. Tr minus D and then, yeah.
Good.
No, not there. Next to D, there is a single quote. You have to give a space. You have to give a space after the single end of the single quote.
All right, yeah.
Yes. No, not there. End of the single quote. Next character. Next pipe. Yeah, and then head also should be a little bit. Yeah, and also the tr. The word T needs to be.
Oh.
You have to give a space here too. Let's try now. Okay. And exit. Yeah, let's try. What is going on? So no, you have to do dot slash. There shouldn't be any space. Yeah, tab, just tab. Yeah, enter. Okay. No, 8.
Oh,
I mean,
just
how?
8?
Yeah, that's a length of your password. No, you don't need to put any word there. You have to write a number. Yeah, I'm just putting 8. No. You can do number 8. You can put 10 as well, whatever you want. Enter. No, that's too. Single 8 or 10, something like that. Whatever you want.
How many am I supposed to have?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. if you do that, let's see. I mean, don't, yeah, see, I mean, it will be, I mean, you don't see all the numbers here, basically, all the letters here. You are way off the screen, basically. But yeah, I mean, it worked.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it worked.
Piece of cake. Thank you. Yeah, I figured it was a typo somewhere.
Yeah, that's fine. So let
Thank
me,
you.
okay, no problem. Let us go to the screen, go back to the screen again. And now let me open up the exercise. So now we will do checking the disk space. So for that, let's do nano disk space dot sh. So here, as usual, bean bash. And then we can do df minus h. This is simplest. That is the command. And then we can do Control X, yes. Now chmod plus x disk space dot sh. Now do disk space. So you can see this is all that is printed. Let me know if anyone got any error with it. Is everyone good with it or you need more time? Let me know.
Just need just a couple of minutes. Sorry.
Sure. No problem. No hurry.
Can I ask one question? Is this like a trick one? There's only 2 lines.
Which one? Say that again.
Oh,
What's the
is this a trick uh program? Is it only supposed to be 2 lines?
Oh yeah. This is a very
Okay.
simple one. Yeah. I mean, we do it all the times. Like when you log in, then there used to be a file called in your system. I mean, even if you don't see that, it is there. Let's say it's not there for our system, but let's see. You can have a file called .bashrc. Yeah, it is there. So this is a file that basically contains all the things that you do as a part of your bash script. So if you do like nano.bashrc, you will find that.
Oh,
So
okay.
what I mean, sometimes what system administrators used to do here, they can do du minus h. If they do it, then now if I log into the system, let me open a new window. So you see, I at the end I see all the everything listed. So that's one of the things that you could do as a system
Oh,
administrator if you want to. I mean, this may look like very elaborate. You may not want to do that, but sometimes you can do that. So let me get rid of that line because I don't like that. I mean, so many prints, but it is just, or you can do df minus h, not du. So this is the one we wanted. Let me see again. Yeah. So again, if I do new window, so you can see this is printed here. So that's, I mean, one of the utilities you could do. So next is monitors. Anybody else is stuck with this one? I don't think nobody will be stuck with this particular command. It's very simple. But in case anybody is stuck, let me know. Now, yeah, go ahead. Yes.
I was gonna say, no, it works. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. So monitored system resource usage. This is very important command. This the top is the command. You can monitor the system usage. So basically what you can do here, nano and then monitor underscore resources dot sh. Then as usual, hash exclamatory bean bash. Then you can do top. It's a single line stuff, not complicated at all. So now if you do chmod plus x monitor this one, monitor resources, then you will end up with this one. So basically this is an interactive command. I mean, basically you see that you can get rid of it by doing the Q. If you hit the Q button, you will be out of it. So again, you see that. So this changes over time. I mean, if you see there is some activities going on because the system preference changes, the CPU management is going on. I mean, CPU, memory, everything is being managed. The processes are scheduled. The partitioning that is there, and every thread, every process gets its preferences. So you see the activities, I mean, changes. Now, if you don't want to see it anymore, you can do quit Q. Just hit the key Q. So you're out of it. So that's pretty much your exercises for like week 4 hands-on. Number 2. Let's see what else we have in this week. I mean, we have the takeaway journal. So we will handle these things tomorrow. We'll do a little bit of discussions. And today, actually, we spend most of our time on the hands-on exercises, which is good. We need a lot of hands-ons. So, I mean, there are 3 points left here. Here, basically, I have to find out some specific example and give you. So this is the questions. These are the questions. These are fine. I have to find out some specific package name. I mean, specific example, downloadable example from web, and mention that to you so that it becomes easier for you to do the things. So that's pretty much it is for tonight, I believe. Anyone has any questions? And like if you are not yet completed, if you are not finished, if you did not finish your any of the previous homeworks, you can do it all the time. I'm not going to deduct any points for late submissions because here our main objective is to learn the thing. So as many you can submit, you will get more points. No problem in that. And again, I mean, like all the other times, if you are stuck with anything, feel free to send me a quick message. You can do a Teams message to me, and I will be on it whenever I see it, if I have time that time. But basically, uh, within few hours, I should be able to help you. And another thing is that some of you send me message by Canvas. I mean, send me Canvas emails. I usually do not monitor the Canvas emails very regularly. What I can do is that, I mean, if it is at all possible, if you could send me messages by Teams chat, that will be very much helpful, or otherwise you can send me regular email, the institution email. I will see that too. Those are on my my device, my mobile devices. So whenever I see something is going on, I try to give a response if I know the answer. Otherwise, if it requires more helps, we can do that as well. So any questions for this week? I mean today, not this week. We have another day this week. And I mean the attendance quiz again, another reminder. I mean many of you are missing the attendance quiz, which is very, which is kind of very unfortunate because I know many of you attend the class, submit the homework, but miss the attendance quiz. This is not something you should miss. What you can,
With that attendance quiz, so like mine for last week, they were in like week 5 and week 4 were 2 of my quizzes. Like I couldn't even find them. They were in different weeks. They weren't in my normal area where they should have been. I had to go search in other weeks to find those quizzes. Because mine were late last week because I couldn't find them. They weren't
Okay,
in where they were supposed to be in my normal area.
let me see quickly. I mean, if it is a student view, so what you should do, you should focus on your module, and then I think they should be there. I mean, you are saying that your attendance quiz was not here. I mean,
No,
like,
so I found them, but like it was under week 5 for my week 3 attendance quiz. It was under week 5, but it said week 3 attendance quiz under the week 5 work.
oh, okay. I didn't know that. If you could send me a message, email, because attendance quiz is not something that I set up. So I need to talk to IT regarding that. So if you could send me a message exactly what happened, then I can forward that to them so that, I mean, we want to make sure two things, that this remains consistent for all courses, and also you should not be penalized for things that you are not responsible for.
All right, yeah, I'll
So
send you a message with everything that was going on and see if I can get a screenshot of it. I'm pretty
yes.
sure when it's completed, like even on my calendar right now, it shows it as a different week too. So
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just send me and I will forward it to the relevant people so that they can correct it for you, for others as well. It may happen to others as well, so that's why we should be vigilant about it. Yeah, that's why I keep saying, I mean, like, you are doing the right thing. I mean, I'm saying that try to knock down the attendance quiz even the first day. If you can do it like when we were talking in the class, if you can jump into there, and if you find something wrong, you can tell me. And also, I mean, that for the attendance quiz, there is no right or wrong. Even if you put a wrong answer, you will be marked as attend present. So don't worry about the correctness of the answer as well. So yeah, I mean, I see a lot of people, they are submitting their homeworks very regularly, but then when I go to the attendance quiz, either they are absent or they are tardy, things like that. So that's why, I mean, what I do typically, I mean, what I used to do typically when I was at school, I mean, it was not very far. I mean, I went back to school a couple of years ago as well, 2020, during the pandemic. I took the advantage of work from home stuff. And then the attendance, I mean, all these trivial quizzes where I don't have to study, I used to knock it down on the very first day of the class so that I don't have to be worried about it. So if you can follow that pattern, I mean, I think that helped me a lot. And yeah, and that's it. And then if you think that, like, discussions also, sometimes I see some of you, not all, some of you uh, put discussion for you put the discussion and then you don't respond to any replies. So that is something I should tell you, like, your discussion should be structured as this one. You first post something uh, based on whatever the topic, then you will be able to see what others posted, and then you can pick up one of the responses, no matter whose response it is, and then one of the others comment, you can put a response to that, and then you can put a second response as well. Now, this is also something I would knock down even on the first day. Then you are all wrapped up for the discussions, because many of you, some of you, I have seen you posted the initial discussion but forgot to post the replies. Not may not be the ones in the class right now, but many of them, many others. So since this is a recorded session, so I'm telling you that just make sure everything is in place, and you always have time to go back and correct things. I mean, not editing the discussion, but you can add to the discussion. You can add the replies. If you see that by accident you put 3 independent comments, not replied to anybody else, you can always go back. Let's say week 1 you have done this, go back to week 1 and do all the corrections. And it will be good if you could drop me a message so that I can review it. Once I grade it, there is no way I can review it back, so that's why yeah, go ahead, Shiloh.
Sorry, I was knocked off the internet there for a couple of minutes and didn't hear what y'all said for a couple of minutes. But the thing about the attendance,
Hmm.
I actually did mine, all three of mine yesterday,
Okay.
and it gave me credit for 2 of them, but didn't give me credit for 1 of them.
So yesterday it happened. I mean, so it is for which one? I mean, it is for.
It's for this week. The
Oh,
3.
okay. I didn't mark any attendance yet.
Yeah, I mean, I was just letting you know because like the last class we had, I
Okay.
noticed I was looking at the grades and the attendance, and it showed that it wasn't at like 100%, and I was like, well, how did that happen? Because I did all the quizzes like either Sunday, Monday, or 2 or 3 days before it was supposed to be
Okay.
turned in, and like 2 or 3 of them I didn't get credit for. I mean, it's fixed now, but
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple things going on with the attendance. I mean, there is an automated process. Once you submit the attendance quiz, it is posted on the 365. But there are, also I have to manually do that some part.
oh, okay.
Maybe something is missed in between. So which week did it happen? I can go back and I can also always make sure that it is correct and I can modify that. Which week it is?
It's I think it was quiz number option. It was quiz number 1 for this week.
Okay. Oh, this week actually I have not yet. I mean, week 4 I have not graded it. So once I get into there, your grade will be updated for sure. If it
Oh,
is this week, I have not touched it. I have not completed the grading for the week 3 as well. I mean, the
oh,
attendance is done, but the remaining grading, it is still in progress. So I have to
oh.
do it after the class, but that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because on our side it usually shows like if you did it, it puts a little blue. If you look at the grades, it puts a little blue dot.
Right.
And I mean, I know you didn't get to week 4 yet, but I just thought I'd let you know.
Okay. 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 Yeah. That's a good thing to know. I will take a look, and of course, if you have submitted, you will get the full credit for that. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. That's fine. So, I mean, we were discussing about some general principles, I mean, that we are following in the class. I mean, as I said, anytime if you miss anything, please post it. And also, don't forget about the opportunity to do the tutoring. I mean, if you have anything stuck, if you are stuck with anything, let me know. I will find time and let you know if you are available during that time, and we will set up some time and go over those things. I mean, those are super important, and we do it very seriously, the tutoring part. So don't have to be shy, don't hesitate. You can tell that I'm stuck with this. I'm missing this. Let me know how to do this. We'll be happy to help you out. There is no problem in that and no obstacle in that process as well. We'll find time for you. Whatever our schedule is, we will of course find time for that. So that's about it. And anything left today? I think we will be covering up a little bit of discussion tomorrow, and we will focus on the takeaway journal and also here week 4 takeaway journal. And then we will spend a little bit of time on the quizzes because we have some extended quiz this week. We have the Linux and we have the Git command. So those are super important, and we will try to make sure that we are not confused with any answers. I mean, correctness or yeah, Jeremiah, what's the question?
Those quizzes that we went over last week, are they randomly generated with different questions? Because when
I
my
cannot-
quiz did
I-
not have the same questions as your quiz.